Well, this isn't targeted at any one of you guys, but recently I was reading in the newspaper about dining dollars and like something that I think you have implemented, CJ. Well, I just need some like further talk about that. Like I don't know. Like I've heard a lot of stories about how the dining cash or whatever, someone's gonna have to spend money. Like I'm not on financial aid, but other people that are on financial aid, I feel like they're gonna have to pay for those dining dollars, whereas right now they're being given like a certain number of dining meals and points, and I feel like next year they're not going to have those points. They're going to have to pay out of their pocket. Like, can you all speak more about that, like each individual candidate?
Start with Elton.
I think the JumboCash, the idea of merging dining dollars and points plus is a good idea, but the problem that I disagree with JumboCash is the fact that you get meal plans without points. And I think that, I called dining services today, and I asked them to explain what the JumboCash system was. And they told me that you get meals, but if you want JumboCash, you want dining dollars, you have to pay out of your own pocket. And to even start an account, you don't even have an account as a tough student. You have to make a $100 deposit to just start an account. And if you want to add money to this system, you have to pay in increments of $25 minimums. Also, I then called the financial aid office because I wanted to know whether or not financial aid would cover this. And the financial aid office said no, that they would cover the extent of your meal plan. So the meal plans next year will be just meals, but they will not allot money for JumboCash. So I think that this is really a bad idea. It was the lack of communication between the student body and the administration. There was no discussion about this between the student body and administration. This was just something that the administration decided to just make a policy without having a discussion. And I think that also, CJ, who did, according to the Daily, did spearhead this change, that she talks about in her campaign a lot about communication and communicating with the student body. If this is an example of her communicating with the student body and the administration, I am very worried about her being elected president. So I think that there definitely needs to be a conversation had about the fact that there was a lack of communication with this. And now this change, this is not a plan. This is already a change that has happened. And so now we need to discuss how to fix that. And I think that if we're going to do this JumboCash system, that we should keep the JumboCash, but when we have the meal plans should come with JumboCash, because we're going to cause a class divide on this campus where we're going to have the haves being able to eat at Hotong and eat at the places that accept points, and the have-nots just eating in the cafeteria. So we definitely need to have a discussion about this.
I absolutely share Elton's concern about the way that this is going to impact students who are on financial aid. I have to admit that I'm not exactly sure about how this change is going to be implemented and what its exact implications are. I think that just generally there has been a lot of confusion about this program and exactly what it means for students. So I'm not in a position to debate the merits of JumboCash. I have concerns about it, but because there hasn't been enough communication from the administration, I can't debate its merits. But what I can talk about is just the culture and the atmosphere of this confusion on campus. A change this big shouldn't come as a surprise. A change this big should be talked about well before it was put into place, and there should have been a well-reasoned discussion about it so that when the changes are officially announced, there's absolutely no confusion. So what exactly this means for the campus, this is something we're going to have to figure out in the future. I'm hesitant and cautious about putting the definitions of JumboCash in the hands of one administrator or even just one senator, which is kind of the fundamental problem with this whole system. But just overall, the atmosphere of confusion that this has created really speaks negatively to this project and how it was implemented in the past.
So first I want to take some time and explain exactly what this difference is with JumboCash and how that affects students. I do agree that the biggest problem with this has been the lack of communication between dining services and the student body. The email that they sent out to the student body was ridiculous, and I couldn't even understand that, and I was helping her with the project. It was ridiculous. That email is ridiculous. The information that they gave to the daily wasn't enough information, and students are very angered, upset, and confused at how this is going to impact them, which is completely understandable. First, students need to understand that it does not affect you. If you are on financial aid and this is the package that you get, if you normally, like this year, you got 160 meals and $600 dining dollars, you still have that option for next year. The way this system is being implemented is that you will have the option of whether or not you want to have JumboCash included with your if you want to have JumboCash in addition to your meals, or if you want to have dining dollars as already a part of your meal plans. So for those students who already purchased meal plans that include dining dollars, they will still have that option for next year. That will not change in any way. The only difference is that with JumboCash, that students can, if students so choose to do so, that they can buy a meal plan that's first of all going to be cheaper because it's not going to include the dining dollars that are originally a part of that meal plan, and then decide how much JumboCash they want in addition to that meal plan. So for people who are worried about it affecting their financial aid, it won't affect it in any way. If you want to get 160 meals and 600 dining dollars, it will still be covered by financial aid. I spoke with financial aid office today, spoke with Patty Lee, the director of dining services, and clarified this. There's been a huge lack of communication in terms of their website, the information they gave to the daily, and the email that they sent out to the student body, but I know that I've made it a very big issue that they will be correcting that in the near future. Tomorrow there will be a column in the daily explaining all of the changes and clarifying the confusion, because too many students are confused about that. And that's one of the problems that we face most often at Tufts, is that people are confused about things that are happening and there isn't communication, which we do need to fix.